Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
KVJ Podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored.
We can say what we want to say. That's right. Welcome to Thursday, the KVJ After the Show podcast. Hello, everybody. Virginia's going today to get her first COVID vaccine shot.
Yes, I am.
And which one are you doing, Virginia?
I'm doing the Pfizer.
Okay. I just saw today they have said that the Pfizer vaccine remains more than 91% effective against the COVID and the disease with any symptoms for 6 months.
But they're only 63% sure of that.
Do I have to keep getting it every 6 months?
They know it's good for 6 months.
Okay.
They're trying to figure out how long it's good for.
Okay, so all they've had is 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say in time they'll know more. So they know it's good, 91% effective at least 6 months out.
Got
and
it.
then they'll know more. But, you know, like a lot of vaccines, like the flu shot, that's something that people do yearly. And
I do that yearly too, and the efficacy on the flu shot is between 50 and 60%.
Yeah.
Oh, the efficacy.
So that might be the...
He gets so mad when I use that word because he can't say it.
No, I get mad. First of all, I don't get mad. I get annoyed in a fun way that all you talking heads just regurgitating fucking things you hear on the news.
You can say it too, boo.
Don't call
Try
me boo.
it.
I'm not.
Try it.
No, I'm not your fucking little dancing robot.
Efficacy.
Leave me alone.
We did have a discussion about it on the regular show today. If you didn't get to that, the two really good pieces of advice was hydrate before, a good bit of water before, a good bit after, and after you get home, take Tylenol. And they seem to be very specific on that.
Tylenol. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to do that. I hydrate. I'm juice cleansing, so I'm doing nothing but hydrate.
Well, they were saying water, yeah.
And I'm doing water too.
Yeah.
Tons of water.
I'm sure everybody knows this, but anytime you have any kind of needle going into your body, you should always hydrate. Don't do what I've done before. Go in there dehydrated. They can't find a vein or they can't.
Oh, yeah. If
It's
they're
tough.
drawing blood
Yeah.
and you're dehydrated, you're screwed.
Well, even if they're not drawing blood and they're sticking you, if you go in dehydrated, some people get a queasy stomach on that. I know that that's happened to me before. I used to be such a little bitch with these needles.
You still kind of are a little
Well,
bitch.
I'm a little bitch, but now with needles, the kidney operation got me way over needle fear.
Toughened you up.
Yeah, I could take a needle anywhere.
Anywhere?
Okay.
Anywhere.
Eyeball?
Bring it.
Dick
All right.
hole?
Bring it. I got a real tough dick hole.
Yeah.
I got a tougher dick hole than I do eyeball.
Bung circumference?
I don't know. All right, let's stop playing this game.
So Virginia will be able to let us know how it goes. I do hear also some people are commenting that the second shot might be a little rougher than the first.
I have heard that. The second one is worser than the firster.
Okay.
So it's fine. I'm ready. I don't care. This is what I've been waiting for a year. So bring it.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
She's got a big time party to go to this weekend over at the Bird's Nest.
Yeah. I'm going to bring
Okay.
some food over to the bird's house.
Well, because we're having a grilled cheese party.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a grilled cheese party.
I'm going to hook you up.
All right, but you can't eat because you're on a fucking cleanse.
It's fine. I'll cook for you and the kids and... Oh, wait. Do you want me to not bring the kids?
I don't know if it's that kind of party. I'm trying to get,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my relax.
You do something really filthy and then you turn around, there's Rocco.
Well, high-fiving me.
Yeah.
He's the one that told you to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that kind of a party. But then if it's just me and you just drinking and...
Well, you live next door to one of my BFFs.
yeah.
So I'm supposed to visit my BFF too. So I'm going to knock both of y'all out.
Yeah, we don't want to have kids at this. I love the kids. But this ain't no romper room kind of a deal here.
All right, I'll call Grandma.
Fucking trying to turn Sasquatch North into, I don't know, romper room.
Well, you can see a lot of people are itching just to get out. It is about to happen. And I thought this was an interesting move. There is a Republican senator Jeff Brandis from St. Pete, who is drafting a proposal to require a majority of the independently elected Florida cabinet to approve of any executive order restricting any kind of economic activity. He's warning that maybe a potential or future governor could impose significant lockdowns when the next pandemic hits, and they want to make sure that that's not something you could do. And it was kind of interesting just exactly how he was selling it.
The wrong governor could have radically, devastatingly impacted the state of Florida by shutting off thousands of businesses. It took 3 officers to blow up the Star Trek Enterprise. It should have taken at least 3 people to sign off on blowing up the economy of the state of Florida.
What?
Wait, what is he talking about?
I don't know.
Let's talk about Star Trek.
Nobody watches that crap.
Don't see now. You're just being. You're just being.
That's like the low budget Star Wars.
Well, that I agree with. I always say Star Wars
I
is
at
way
least
better.
know that.
I agree with the witch on that.
I agree with what he's saying. I don't understand his stupid Star Trek reference, but we should be able to make our own choices as American adults. If you want the vaccine, get the vaccine. If you don't. If you want to have your business open it the fuck up.
Oh, it sounds like someone's getting a little politically motivated again.
I just believe in freedom.
Freedom!
Well, I think
America?
that's what they're saying. They just don't want to have any politician because you look at what is going on in California.
California's a
And-
mess.
Yeah, they really locked it down. And, that Gavin Newsom, they were even talking about recalling that guy. And DeSantis has been doing a victory lap.
Well, there's video of Gavin Newsom out in a restaurant
Yeah.
having
Bad
drinks and
look.
partying while he had all the restaurants closed.
Yeah.
Like, that is ridiculous. Fucking boot him right out.
Well, and as we're moving out of it now, you can really look back and see how a lot of these state governors handled it. And so I've seen a lot of write-ups on, okay, how well did Florida do with the pandemic? Now, they just announced the unemployment rate, 4.8% for Florida. That's 18th in the country. But it's lower unemployment than California, New York, and Texas, bigger states that they often look at. So they look at the big dogs, and Florida's doing better than all those. And they say that Florida's death rate for COVID is just below the national average, according to the CDC. So they look at those factors and they're like, okay, it looks like DeSantis probably made the right moves. Florida right now is 23rd for deaths.
Okay.
So just a little bit better. But, part of this, if you're trying to give credit or take credit, some people are saying, maybe it's not necessarily that. I mean, he did, have some moves where it seems like he made the right call and being open. But they're saying that Florida really also lucked out with the warm weather. They're really finding out that being outside, spreading out, things like that really works in your favor. So some of those things that it's not necessarily policy, it might be your climate that really kind of help make things look good for DeSantis. But of course, politicians take all the credit.
Who knows? Going out for spring break and dry humping and kissing everybody, it wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I saw the Palm Beach Post was trying to go with the boat show. Is this a super spreader event?
But that's what the media does, though.
Yeah.
That anything that has people, they're going to go super spreader.
Yeah.
And is super gonorrhea on its way here?
I got gonorrhea at the boat show?
Well, all these articles, there's always a ... And could this be the worst thing coming? No, we think not. There's more.
Which I am kind of curious. Is Super Spreader the name of a porn movie yet? What do you think? Yes or no?
That should be, in the history of porn, you should have that super spreader. Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
It's actually a whole category on Pornhub.
Wow.
I thought you were just hitting me with the classics here. On Pornhub, when you got any Tom, Dick, or Harry uploading it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it is Super Spreader. Okay. All right. Kira Croft, I don't know if you know her. She's a super spreader who now has gone mega squirter.
Oh, well, she got into the squirting game. I believe you get more money, Virginia. For the squirting.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is squirting just peeing?
No, it's not peeing.
Because it looks like pee.
It is for me, but I don't know about everybody.
It's not pee. No.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done.
Well, I mean, how do you not know that? Don't you have the parts?
I do, but there.
Why is the one who actually should be able to answer this
I've
asking?
seen seen some videos of, this is squirting. It looks like peeing.
Well, there's a lot of debate, too, on this whole squirting mess. Some people say everybody can squirt. You just got to find that special whatever. And then some people go, that's not true. Not everybody's able to squirt. And there's also a whole division of people saying squirting doesn't always feel good either. Some people say, squirting's amazing.
Squirting's hurting?
It depends. Some guys really get turned on by squirting. Some are repulsed. I mean, Kevin, you winced when you talked about it.
Well, it's just one of those. It's very graphic.
It's definitely that. I mean, the porn world's turned. I mean, imagine that.
Yeah.
It's turned so super graphic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It separates the ladies from the straight up hookers. The ones that I see in the video, it's a lot.
Well, yeah,
that looks like pee to me. I'm sorry.
It's it's something for whatever reason caught on. I think like in the late 90s, early 2000s, squirting started to become this thing.
Do you think that's sexy?
I think it all depends on the moment.
Have you been with a squirter?
Let's not. All right.
Come on.
I know. Kevin's uncomfortable.
No,
Kevin's fine. Kevin is
Don't worry
fine.
about me. You guys continue on.
Because I've never seen that in person. Have you?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think I'm on a squirt trial right now.
I wonder if Panda has. Have you ever talked about this with him?
Now I think this is a trap. I'm like, he told me that Katie was the best squirter. I just used the first name that came to my head.
Who's Katie?
I just.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
It was the first name that I thought.
So you only have one in your repertoire that you can remember?
No.
Or are a lot of girls doing this?
No, I don't think. I think for some it takes work. And I think some girls are able to squirt more. It's kind of like girls that are able to come, through penetration, and some girls come through, the clitoral stimulation.
Thank you. Don't ever look at me and say clitoral.
Well, stop asking me these uncomfortable questions.
She's bringing you in and punching you when you get there.
I know. Don't. I'm no squirt aficionado over here.
You like the drink?
I do love the drink. I could drink squirt all day long.
There's no debate on that.
That's no debate.
Yeah, that is no debate. Yeah, talking about getting out and where the Florida economy is, things looking relatively good. They're hoping that travel is going to be great. I know DeSantis is trying to get cruising going. He's threatening lawsuits. If those boats aren't sailing by June, he's going to sue somebody's ass. And they say that now Florida is the number 2 bucket list destination for domestic travelers in the U.S. for 2021. That's according to TripIt.
I believe it. If you've tried to get a hotel room in the past 3 months, it has been really expensive.
Yeah.
I've never, ever seen the rates they're charging right now.
It's going to be tough, and it'll be interesting to see how it holds up during the summer, because a lot of times that's when, I like to do the staycation stuff, so I know I can get cheaper rates and go stay in a place that you wouldn't want to pay those rates if it were January. And so will they still be expensive this summer?
You might be staycationing your ass at home.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, you're right. It may not be an occasion. It might just be stay.
I'm talking about rooms that I could normally get, like cool rooms that maybe the price of this room was like $300 a night.
Yeah.
Those same rooms are charging $1,000 a night, some of them.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah, it really is. And they're trying to make up for losses that had happened in the pandemic. I get it. And apparently some people were so stir crazy to get out that they'll pay the prices. Yeah.
It's supply and demand, too. Everybody else in the country is coming to Florida right now for vacation.
Well, they didn't use their vacation money.
Right.
So they have it. And, we were still going out and having a good time. So I blew all my vacation money.
Remember that Casa Marina we tried to stay at?
In Key West?
In Key West? Yeah, I stayed back there in November. Remember when I took all the kids?
Yeah.
And the room rate from what I paid in November to what I tried to get a few weeks ago quadrupled.
Dang.
Quadrupled.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what you're looking at. There's one place that I've seen where people are vacationing And a lot of the influencers are making it look great and glamorous. In fact, my wife even mentioned it because she's always looking at the TikTok videos, is Tulum. I've heard a lot about that. It is in Mexico. It's about a 73-mile drive south of Cancun on the Yucatan Peninsula. If you know anything about Mexico, that little part that sticks out.
Okay,
Every
yes.
now and then gets plowed with a hurricane.
They got plowed last year.
Yes. Well, you've got all these influencers like going, come to Tulum. It's so nice. It's so glamorous. And I read an article today saying, don't believe these stupid influencers because they're getting people hurt because they're going to some of these resorts and whatnot. And the truth is, they have got a burgeoning cartel war that is happening in Tulum.
Oh, no.
6 cartels, some of the biggest ones around there. They're all fighting for all the tourist dollars, people who are coming in that want drugs. And they say that it's getting really violent right now.
Oh, my.
Yeah. They say that basically Tulum only had 11 homicides in 2017, and last year they were up to 49, and they think there's going to be more this year. In fact, they say in the last 24 hours, 3 cartel shootings have occurred within city limits, killing 2, wounding 8.
Oh, my.
And they say even aside from that, the police force is highly corrupt. In fact, there was a video just this week. A woman in Tulum was killed after an officer kneeled on her neck.
Oh, my God.
Last weekend, and just in front of a lot of people, just kind of killed her. We got our own trial going on about that.
Jeez.
And young locals have been protesting the police killing, and I've seen some of the protest signs, and they're saying, Americans, do not come to Tulum. It's not safe for you.
Tulum, loom, loom, we're gonna shoot up your room. Don't go.
Yeah.
That's the new slogan.
The new jingle.
That's the TikTok you need to get out there.
Yeah. So don't believe the little hypes. My wife still doesn't believe it. I'm like, all right, I'm just telling you.
We're not going to Tulum, woman.
She's believing TikTok. I'm believing news articles.
Yeah, credible news sources.
So just kind of a heads up on that.
We're going to Tulum, Dad. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be fire.
It's gonna be fire.
Literally, you're going to all be burned
gonna be
alive in your SUV.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Still getting some advice on where to go. It seems to be safer than Tulum, the Pizzle, Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
Yes.
This is going to happen.
Yeah, people are asking dates, and they're asking if it's this weekend. It's not this weekend.
It is not this weekend, but it is coming quick because every month Panda has to go up that way, and me and you are going to tag along his coattails.
We really have to go. We can't say we're going to go and not go. And I know we're not going to do
When
that.
do I ever do that?
No, I know. Maybe I'm just giving myself a fucking pep talk, all right? It's always about you.
If I say I'm going to do something, my ass does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, can you say that we're only doing 2 dirts tomorrow?
Kate said that I heard you guys talking about visiting Pop Stroke in Port St. Lucie. Just want to let you know nearby is a place called Taco Dive. You guys should check it out. There's outdoor seating, great food, great beer. You won't be disappointed.
Taco Dive.
You know, that's what we should do when we go up to the Pizzle. We should
right.
make a little.
I'm making a list.
We should have a little map going on, and then have the people meet us at certain locations.
I'm on it, bruh.
Yeah.
Pizzle list Taco Dive.
So to me, the big obstacle for this trip is signing the Kevin Ralston and signing a producer Dennis. I think we got suits.
I'm all down. It's always about the queen.
I know.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. It's just
Let's tell her she's going to Tulum, and then
Right.
trick her
Yeah.
and bring her to the Pizzle.
Oh, she would be pissed.
Oh yeah. You guys would have entertainment when we get there, though.
She would swing.
She would be pissed, St. Lucie.
She'd be mad, but then she'd beat up Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys could watch
We
that.
could make a video, TikTok famous.
Her kicking his ass.
You see me running south.
This Mexican woman kicked the shit out of this white guy.
I don't need to go to Tulum to die at the hands of a Mexican.
It's actually safer for you in Tulum.
Yeah, you need to go to Tulum.
It's safer. I like the Mexicans there better. They're not as violent.
Take your risks with the cartel.
Cartel's more gentle. No, just kidding. Jokes.
But I think the Pizzle crowd wants it. I'm seeing some emails. Even if there's only 5 people that join us.
They want it. We want it. It's going to happen.
I love it.
Okay, there you go. If you're looking to fire it up and get some cocktails in you, Rose had said, I was strolling through Facebook when I saw this pizza-flavored seltzer from Bud Light.
What?
I thought of Jaybird. It sounds disgusting, but I wanted to share it with you. I think it is their April Fool's joke is my guess.
See, here's what's happening. Everyone's doing corny-ass jokes for April Fools, and they're ruining April Fools. April Fools used to be kind of cool back in the day. You guys hate it now.
I think it's dumb. I mean, if I see a good one, I do give it credit. I just haven't looked yet today, and I haven't seen any good ones jump out at me.
95% of them are dumb. And
Right.
you roll your eyes when you hear it, and you're like, that's stupid.
Well, it's
but-
obvious,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Me and Panda were talking last night about doing one to Mags that we saw on America's Funniest Home Videos. You just saran wrap a kid's like doorway, and then you like call them to come out, and they come running. They hit the saran wrap.
Denny's did that to me.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
He woke me up when we used to live together. People thought it was fake, and it was very real. He woke me. The reason why people thought it was fake is because he had cameras in the living room pointing at. So when I walked out, I ran so quick and walked into the wrap and saw the cameras, and I was so confused. When you're sleeping and you just wake up, it's totally fucked.
The thing I've seen people do is if you do it in where there's low lighting, you get a whole bunch of lube and you put it at face level. So when they come through, they just get,
It's good.
smeared with lube or something disgusting like that. That makes it even more fun. That's kind of clear that you can't necessarily see. Got a question here from Josie. Virginia was talking earlier about Mags wants to do a camping trip, co-ed camping trip on Friday, tomorrow night. And Virginia's a little hesitant on that. There's supposed to be a dad that will be chaperoning, but Mags originally said about 25 kids, and somebody brought up the point, how's one dad going to watch 25 kids? And then Mags backtracked on that number.
Well, then some people defended Mags. Go, well, one teacher, 25 kids in a class, happens all the time.
Yeah, but this is the woods, baby.
Don't call me baby. And I think you said it was the wilderness earlier.
It's the wilderness, baby.
She really tried to paint this dramatic.
Yeah, I know.
Mags is going out to the C-18 canal.
And so Josie wants to know, I've got kind of the similar situation I want to get Virginia's opinion on. My kid asked me to go to a pool party on Saturday with some friends I never met. I have on his phone the Guardian app. It's kind of like that 360 you got for Magnolia, Virginia.
Okay.
Where she can access everything, social media, text calls. I respect his privacy and
Oh,
only check
I don't
his
have
phone.
that. Life 360 just tells me where Mags is.
Oh, okay.
I don't have access to all of her social and texts.
Oh,
and
this gets everything. He says, I respect his privacy and only check his phone when I have a serious alert. One of the most common alerts is sex and drugs, and based on some conversations his friends were having, I'm aware that 2 of the girls smoke pot. So I told him he is not going as I do not know the girl, and I will not be able to drop and pick up. He is a great kid, but highly influenceable. I told him he can have all the kids wherever I can keep my eyes on them, but not where I do not have control. Also, that he will meet people who will always offer him not appropriate stuff. It's up to him as to whether or not he'll accept it. And that's my job to give him guidance of what's right, wrong. He said that I do not need to worry because he will never accept anything. Should I let him go?
How old is he?
He's 8.
It does make a difference.
Yeah, she doesn't say here in the email.
So
But I see.
If it's a daytime pool party, I would not hold back on that one. I would let him go to that one, provided he's not 8.
All right. So, okay, Mags, she said she said 25. She realized she fucked up. I go, oh, no, I didn't mean 25. It's going to be a lot, but not 25. Let's say there's 15 kids there.
Which is probably good. That's a good number.
In your opinion, is at least one of those kids holding with some weed? And is any of those kids going to be doing some drinking?
Yes and yes.
They're right, just numbers, percentages.
Just numbers and percentages. And I know, like, what goes on. I'm not dumb. And I do talk to Mags, and she does tell me some things. Like, I know who does what, generally speaking.
Because when I first started getting my freedom, I would go to parties, and my parents actually didn't care because I was such a goody-goody two-shoes. I mean, it was all around me. Weed and cane and fucking and all of it. And
Sounds like Tulum.
It does.
Sounds great.
Everything you need.
And I was kind of like Mags. I was a goody-goody two-shoes. I don't see Mags partying.
Now, Mags has, and I have it on good intel from other kids that talked to their parents, and those parents told me. And I know Mags has sampled.
She has?
I know she has.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yep.
Wow.
Sweet Mags.
Dang.
Yep, Sweet Mags has sampled.
Okay.
Parents ratted her out.
A kid ratted her out, and that kid told his mother, and his mother told me.
Well, can you write down what happened? I don't want to blow up Mag's spot.
It was a party.
Okay. Well, how do you
No,
feel?
I don't know about that. I don't know about drugs. I think it was just alcohol.
Oh, okay. Do you think has she been drunk yet?
I think she has. Yeah.
Really?
I think she got a little tipsy. I think a few of them did. Well, there's one house, and there's not a lot of supervision as far as the alcohol. I'm not that house. Like, these kids don't come to my house because I'm not giving them alcohol or standing by and allowing it.
This changes everything.
If I
for me.
see it,
Really?
This
Okay, you're at a
changes-
different level
Well,
now. Because
I-
this does sound like at that age, if you're going out camping, there will be somebody's going to try to smuggle some booze.
Well, I kind of always looked at Mags kind of like I looked at myself in high school. Yeah, it's going to be around you, but I didn't know she was sampling.
I don't think she liked it. I think she had a bad experience from my intel. And I don't think it's something that she does on the reg.
Damn, David B in the chat room. I learned it from you, Mom.
Yeah. She's her mother's daughter.
Yeah, I mean,
How were you devastated?
I don't
Or
know.
upset? Not devastated. That's dramatic, but upset.
I mean, she knows I know, and she knows I don't like it.
You talked to her about it?
I did briefly. Like, she knows I know, and she knows who told me.
You find out that Cannon got hammered at a party at his age.
At 12?
At 12. He
Yeah.
had like 7 beers. And he comes,
12 is different than 16.
But I 110%
Yeah.
agree, but I knew kids at age 12. I'm not saying Cannon would ever do that. I'm just asking how you would you be upset? Are you so disappointed? Or you go, it's bound to happen?
Not at 12.
At 12, it's rough.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a different story. To have 7 beers at the age of 12 would be something you need to probably talk to your kids about.
He was the first time drinking. Okay, 7 might be. He had 4 beers. He chugged 4 beers. He's real
He
tipped.
chugged 4 beers
He had
at 12.
4 beers, yeah, with
Yeah,
his
we
friends.
need to- if he's able to chug 4 beers at 12, yeah, we need to talk to him about, how you drink. Okay, alcohol's one thing, and I don't have a problem with that, but, you got to learn moderation. Let's not get into this thing where you start chugging beers and all that. You're 12, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to have a talk.
I mean, I knew kids at 12 that were getting shit-faced. Kids were, at Hal Watkins, man, kids were going to class on acid.
What?
Yes.
At 12?
At 12, talking about porking.
Yeah, well,
It's crazy. I know. That's what I'm saying. I was in such a different world than that.
And that was in Lake Park?
That was in Palm Beach Gardens, walk-ins. You're 12, 13, roughly around there. I knew kids at the end of 6th grade. I noticed things changing with my friends and just how everything was going with.
yeah,
with
we'd probably
everything.
look at seriously at his friend group and try to get him into other activities and steer him in a different direction.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like that's the right path to be taken if you're going that hardcore at 12.
Do you remember how many beers you drank your first round ever drinking?
I think I remember the first beer I ever had, and it was probably, 14-ish, 15-ish, somewhere around there. And it was like an old mill, and it was disgusting. And I remember, trying to drink and be like, thanks. But I was like, this is completely terrible.
The first beer I had, it got me really buzzed. I could only finish half of it. And the first thing I said was, can you guys please get me a fruity drink?
Okay.
something with
Yeah.
Where's the girls at? What are they drinking?
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody's going to kind of do their own thing at different times. My daughter, Caitlin, she wasn't a drinker at all, really, in high school. And now she hangs out with,
They're
it's
rushing,
like,
it
it's like
seems
the
like.
hangover.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got they drink now, so they go at it hard.
Do you? What's your thoughts on that? Do you get concerned?
I kind of just watch because I've been there. I know what's up. I don't really say anything about, anything. You do, whatever, but.
Well, because couldn't they throw it back in your face if you get, especially
Sure.
if they're an adult?
Sure, and that's just it, and I realize that. And I don't want to be, judgmental on what's going on, but they know it's like, hey, things can happen. And I talk too. I'm like saying, hey, look, I've made those kind of mistakes. It's not I don't expect you to do it, but I've been through it, and I know you can make some mistakes. And they both hear this a good bit, that you, even on a good day, can make a decision that will forever impact your life in a negative way. So keep that in mind. And so, you're at an age now, you're 23, where you could really damage your life if you do the wrong thing. And so, she got a couple kids friends that she hangs out with that get real hammered. But they're funny,
Yeah.
So they're amusing. But they know. They get it. And they're old enough. They're big kids.
Yeah, 23.
My thing with Mags, and she knows this, is no drinking and driving.
Yes.
If any of the
We're
kids
hardcore on
in
that.
your circle ever go to do that, you fist fight them.
Yeah.
You don't ever get in a car with anybody who's been drinking. You don't let anybody leave any party and get in a car if they've been drinking. She knows. That is my big, big thing. And she came to me a few months ago because she thought one of her friends had been drinking and driving. And they have it on the Snapchat where you can see where your friends are and you can see how fast they're driving and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was freaking out. She was crying. She was upset. She's like, Mom, I think they're drinking and driving. What should I do? And I said, I will call my friend on the Tequesta police force right now and get them pulled over. Tell me exactly where they are. And I have no shame in ratting out their drinking and driving game so they don't kill themselves or some innocent other person.
Right.
And by the time we figured out where they were home.
Mm-hmm. Were they drinking and driving?
I think they were.
Okay.
But just by her reaction and how upset she was and how she was starting to cry and how she was really freaking out about the people in the car. It was a bunch of kids in a car, and I think the driver was drinking.
Yeah.
And we don't play that.
Nope.
And she knows that we don't play that. And by her reaction being so upset, I really don't think she would play that.
You hope not. And,
I hope
and
not.
you hope, too, it doesn't take... Because, I think we probably all got to school with at least one person you knew. I know I did. I think Denny's did, with someone that was drinking and driving that got killed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had a lot of that in Logan. Man, people did.
But it was weird. They would die and they'd get right back up and start drinking again in Logan.
Probably, yeah. They were tough. Yeah, that happens a lot. Sadly. Well, it'll be interesting to see where Virginia stands on this little sleepover tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a verdict, and we'll find out on Monday.
It's still in discussion.
Well,
okay.
I changed everything now that I know stuff. I changed my...
Bird, you want to go camping?
I want to go camping now.
Okay. Got a couple shout-outs here. Kiriana said, we're currently sitting in the hospital parking lot listening to KVJ, waiting a negative COVID test before we head inside for pre-op. My boyfriend and longtime listener, David, got into a motorcycle accident on Monday. And he's lucky to be alive. We're heading into surgery to fix him up a bit. So listen to the show. It will be the highlight of his day, so thank you.
Oh, we love you.
Nice.
Feel better.
Feel better.
Mm-hmm. And also a nice email from Nurse Schmidt. She said, want to take a moment to thank the show. In a year of mass ickiness, one realizes how the only thing that really matters is human connection and how much we all need each other. So,
Amen.
and the KVJ show and the chat room really brought a lot of cool people together into a group.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's real nice, Nurse Schmidt. She's a real nice person.
Is she in the pickle squad?
I believe so. She's always in the chat room. She's always got kind things to say.
Yeah.
I love that.
So thank you for all the emails. Do appreciate it. So you can always send them to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Got one more day left. Tomorrow, Friday, weekend, bitches. We'll see you back here then.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.